Thanks for staying with us. You're welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Before we get to our next guest, let's take some time to speak with the AP reporter, Alanis Thames, who's in Paris for an update on the Olympic Games. Good morning, Alanis. Good to have you join us. And how is Paris?
It's great. It's great.
All right. We all had a great time with the opening ceremony for the Olympics yesterday. Tell us the things that we might not have seen on television, and where are we today now that the games are in full gear? Tell us, what the things to expect.
Well, the ambitious opening ceremony for the Olympics has come to a close. Nearly 4-hour-long ceremony that snaked across the Seine River. So many elements to take in. First, starting with the rain, of course, that descended upon Paris all day long. You had showers here and there. There were sprinkles. You could see people who had come to view this ceremony were drenched in their ponchos, and they were sitting there smiling, taking in all of the elements, the beautiful scenery around them. You could also see little beads of water kind of trickling down some of the instruments and the pianos that were being displayed around the Seine. There were so many things to take in for this ceremony. Some 10,000 athletes who are in Paris for the Olympic Games were able to parade along the River Seine on these boats with their flags lifted high, smiling, just enjoying the moment and this historic moment in the city of Paris. First time in a century that the Olympic Games have come to this city. So it was an exciting time, lots of smiles, lots of eager faces, eager to start the games, which really rev up today. We have a lot of action that will be going on. You will have tennis all day long, starting with some big names, including the young American phenom Coco Gauff, who is the world-ranked #2 women's singles player. You have the 24-time Grand Slam champ Novak Djokovic, who will be taking part in some action today. You have the young and rising star Carlos Alcaraz of Spain, who will also be taking to the courts at Roland Garros. So lots of action to be in store. There are gold medals at stake already. There is a gold medal match in rugby sevens that will take place this evening. Before that, there will be a couple of semifinal games. The first of which will be between Fiji and Australia. Now, Fiji is the back-to-back champion in this event, and they look on par to win their third straight gold medal. They cruised through pool play. They stormed from behind in the quarters in an amazing bout. So we'll see how everything goes, but action is starting to rev up greatly here.
All right, then, thank you so much for that update. Well, let's talk about the French rail lines that were disrupted by what many are saying a coordinated sabotage ahead of the opening ceremony. Has there been any update? What are the security measures, further security measures that have been put in place for the rest of the games?
Yes, so what I can say is this is an exciting time in the city of Paris as these Olympics get underway. There are so many things that have gone into the preparation for this moment. We have the security that has been on hand. There are so many police personnel and soldiers who have come into the city to protect the people of Paris and these athletes who will be competing for their countries, hoping to win these gold medals.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the opening ceremony yesterday got a lot of mixed reviews. What's your take on the opening ceremony? What's the vibe like in Paris, especially with the weather? It seems that there's a lot of rain going on right now. So I want to know, what's your take on the opening ceremony? And also, what should we expect? Do you think the weather is going to affect some of the sports that we have coming up?
Yes, weather was a big part of this opening ceremony. rain showers descended all across the city, and as you mentioned, there were mixed reviews. Now, rain will continue to come down. It's expected to be coming down today in Paris, and skateboarding actually was scheduled to be held today. It has been moved to another day because of the rain. So that is one of the early signs that we're seeing of the weather starting to affect some of these events as competition starts to rev up.
All right, Alanis, before we let you go, let me reiterate my colleague Shaiton's question regarding the issue of security. How strong is that? Not just because of the rail lines that were disrupted, but also because of the issues around the athletes from Israel. You know, the undercurrents of the Israel-Gaza things. Nobody wants a repeat of what happened in Munich in 1972. How strong is the security this time around in Paris? Did you get the question, Alanis? Can you hear me?
No, you're not. Please cut.
All right. It looks like we lost Alanis, but of course, it will be an interesting, the next 15 to 16 days, of course, of the Olympics. Thank you so much.